Patriotic comrades, imagine you're marooned. No road, no bridge, just a helicopter. Now imagine the government says, we'll tell you which communities are marooned. Eventually, by the end of this video, you'll know why that matters for you, for your vote. Yes, I just said vote, and how this drama is swirling around the PNP versus JLP battlefield. Let's dive in. Patriotic comrades, every Jamaican citizen's communities hit by Hurricane Melissa, which struck Westmoreland on October 28th as a Category 5 storm. They want two things: relief and to be treated fairly. That's it. But the external problem, they're marooned, literally cut off from the roads, supplies, normal access. According to the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, only two communities remain marooned: Petersville in Westmoreland and Ducketts in St. James. Director General Alvin Gale said so. Internal problem: trust. Because while ODPEM says more than 80,000 care packages and over 500,000 meals have been delivered, rising water still affects other areas. Content, comfort, Evergreen, Brighton. So the question, who's being left behind and why? But wait, there's a bigger issue: the political machine. The people see the official relief numbers and they ask, are we getting a fair share, or is party politics playing relief roulette? This is where the stakes get real. Because in Jamaica, relief is not just humanitarian, it's political. Patriotic comrades, do you think ODPEM's marooned list is fair or just political theater? Drop your parish below and say whether your community got any help after Hurricane Melissa. Patriotic comrades, as I guide you in this political drama breakdown, I'll walk you through 3 steps. 1. The facts on ODPEM's announcement and what it really means. 2. The political context, how this fits into PNP versus JLP dynamics. 3. What you, the viewer, should care about / act on. So, step 1. ODPEM said they will publish the list of marooned and priority communities. They also said they'll publish the planned relief supplies so that national efforts can be synchronized. That's good on paper. They defined marooned as communities completely cut off, accessible only by air, no road. That's very narrow. So it leaves out places still severely isolated, but with a single access road that's weak or flooded. Step 2. On the political stage, the ruling JLP is under pressure. The opposition PNP sees this, waiting. The narrative becomes JLP can't deliver when it matters. Meanwhile, the PNP can say, we'll fight for fairness and transparency. Step 3. For you, ask, is your area on the list? If not, why not? Are the definitions fair? Will this publication change who gets help first? And critically, will you hold someone to account, politically speaking? And by the way, there's a twist coming. ODPEM also announced a new disaster relief inventory management system going live this week. Huge. If it works, great. If it fails, let's just say the drama is only beginning. ODPEM says the full list will be published soon. But may I ask, Who going to be left off the list? Comment below the name of one community you suspect will mysteriously disappear. The stakes. Failure versus success. Patriotic comrades, let's talk stakes. If the plan succeeds, Marooned and priority communities get timely fear relief. Citizens trust institutions. The PNP can say, see, transparency wins. That strengthens democracy. If it fails, communities remain cut off. Resources are diverted or wasted. The JLP gets branded as incompetent or worse, partisan. That fuels resentment, divides, and yes, votes. Let me drop some real numbers. Over 190 flight hours used. Over 60 relief drops. Aid arriving valued at just over 500 million Jamaican dollars. Likely that 500 million is 500 million worth of aid, not physical cash, in Jamaican dollars, with 80% distributed so far, yet still rising waters in key areas. So the narrative, we're doing everything versus but some are still drowning. Add in the timing. This all happens in a political season where the PNP is ramping up on promises of integrity and fairness, while the JLP is trying to defend its track record. The relief list becomes a tool, a symbol, not just logistics. And here's where I'll leave you with an open loop. ODPEM did not yet publish the full list at press time. Why the delay? Who might be missing? And will the list shift the balance in upcoming local or national elections? Stay tuned because we'll cover it when they publish. Real talk, which party you think handle disaster relief better, PNP or JLP? Keep it respectful. But let's see the real sentiment from Yard. Patriotic comrades, 2 marooned communities already, Petersville and Ducketts. But what about those other ones? Content, comfort, Evergreen, Brighton. They are not classified as fully marooned because they still have one access point. But tell that to rising waters and stranded families. Here's plot twist numero uno. The definition of marooned is narrow. You must be road free and only accessible by air. That seems technical and could exclude many high-risk places. Plot twist 2. ODPEM's new system is promised. But whenever a new system comes, expect teething problems, funding questions, accountability queries. The opposition will pounce if it's delayed. Plot twist 3. Relief is valued at over $500 million. 80% delivered. But how is the 20% handled? Which warehouse? Which partners? Are some relief supplies diverted or delayed? If yes, that's the political grenade being tossed across the aisles. And yes, here's the sarcastic kicker. If you're a marooned community and you're not on the list, meanwhile the PNP can frame this as open the list, show the names, stop the secrecy. The JLP's camp will say, we're doing everything we can. Don't politicize the storm. But in this game, everything is political. Always has been. So the question hanging in the air, when ODPEM publishes the list, will it be a victory of transparency or just another showcase of who gets help based on who you know? List coming this week. Keep your eyes peeled. Accessible by ear only. So if me can't reach church unless me fly, me still good. Tag a friend in a one of them half Marooned community then. Here's a summary of the highlights and the key points. Quick recap. 2 communities currently declared marooned by ODPEM: Petersville, Westmoreland and Ducketts in St. James. Other areas affected by rising waters. Content, comfort, Evergreen, all in Manchester. Brighton in St. Elizabeth, not yet labeled marooned. ODPEM delivered 80,000 plus care packages and 500 plus meals. Utilized 190 flight hours and 60 plus relief drops. Aid value over 500 million Jamaican dollars, 80% distributed so far. New relief inventory management system to be rolled out this week. Major accountability story. Political context. Relief equals trust. The PNP versus JLP rivalry gains a new battlefield in disaster recovery. Why the list is delayed. Who's excluded? Will transparency win? So, patriotic comrades, I encourage you to check the list. Be engaged politically. Patriotic comrades, Jamaica strong. Which parish are you from? How una hold up after Melissa? Let's show ODPEM how real Jamaicans support each other. Patriotic comrades, I could talk about transparency. Because they say seeing is believing. So we're going to try reason with some basic level of common sense. See? So ODPEM has say more than 80,000 care packages and just over 500,000 meals have been delivered to the national system. Since our last press briefing, just about 190 flight hours have been utilized to deliver just over 60 relief supply drops, and we will continue to press hard on this effort, he said. So that is ODPEM's Director General, Commander Alvin Gill. You see, the issue we have with what them say is the transparency part where them are left out. There is no proof, so una actually do or so una do. How una can record no footage of una actually loading up these helicopters with relief supplies where una go drop off. And meanwhile in mid-air, dropping off the packages or a parachute them down or una land somewhere and start distribute them out. How una no record that as well as video evidence? That just no make no sense in the modern time in 2025. That no make no sense. I wanna say since on the last press briefing, wanna make 190 flight hours, dropping off those said 80,000 care packages and over 500,000 meals. Me just want transparency, no more see video footage. Me want know if I only JLP affected areas them a do all of this too. Meanwhile abandoning the PNP constituencies that are equally or worse badly damaged. That no one know, you know. Cause when I say when I do all this relief and drop off and there is no transparency. Cause we want to know if we not be fair. A fairness we are talking about. Or una just a do una partisan thing. And maybe that is why this new man was appointed to lead ODPEM. Still don't know if he qualify for lead ODPEM, but I hear my new boss during the aftermath of the hurricane. Well, whatever. He informed that the ODPEM, on behalf of the government of Jamaica, has also received in its stores just over 500 million worth of aid, with a more than 80% rate of distribution for the relief items. So patriotic comrades them say seeing is believing, but sometimes we see can actually deceive you. We know all of that. But as me say, a transparency me a deal with them. Me want say footage of Uno load up these helicopters. When did Uno start? Last week? This week? Cause Uno reach a party late anyway. What me tell you what me notice what me say Colors Smith TV do in terms of the transparency sake, because people send him money and he even show how much money he collects so far. One item we say 19,000 US when me look, me say 20,000 US when me look, me say 21,000 US. When Colors Smith TV go supermarket and in pay for some goods up a price smart, me say 500,000 Jamaican dollar pan screen when pay for, plus other things when buy after that. So we say the money where the people them send are actually put to use where they send if it do. And Colors Smith is being fully transparent. And we know say gas and if a pay driver have to come out of that. That is a must. So we know watch them. They are part of the expense to get the relief to the people them. And if you have to pay for storage when you buy food them, cause them the food can't hold in yard. So we see the transparency. And Colors Smith is being 100% above board and transparent. So that we are talking about. So if a little YouTuber can be transparent with all the money where people are sending from overseas, why the government can be transparent? Why ODPEM can be transparent? Where is the video footage as a form of documentation for show the public and show and prove say yes, we actually do what we say we are do. We see helicopter fly over we head daily, we don't know what the hell them are do. So all of this lacks transparency. Patriotic comrades, you don't know me always look out for the PR language. So here comes the PR language. This is the ODPEM boss speaking. He noted that 2 marooned communities received relief drops yesterday. And as usual, vague. Which 2 marooned communities in which parishes, or if a one parish, tell we communities them in the parishes or the parish. Cause we want to know if I just JLP era wanna give relief too. As me said, no transparency again. And if you can't give name my communities, them we can't trust you. Why the vagueness? No specificity, no clarity. No patriotic comrades. This article was released on November 11th. So when it said yesterday, it attacked Monday, which would be November 10th. Patriotic comrades, so what have we learned? The marooned communities list isn't just logistic, it's political theater. Definitions and criteria matter. What gets counted gets helped. Relief equals accountability, and accountability equals political currency. If you live in a community at risk, check the list when it comes out. Ask questions, demand your place. If you're watching this and want change, share this video. Talk about it. Tag your MP. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit subscribe right now. Ring the bell, because when that list drops, I'll be back breaking it down for you. Don't miss it. And if you're serious about holding power to account, comment below which community you think is missing. Let's start the conversation. Thanks for watching. Stay alert, stay informed, and remember, politics isn't just elections. It's relief, it's fairness, it's us. I'll see you in the next one.